Hi, welcome to the video. It is Thursday and it's 7 a.m. I'm Melissa, I write books, and I have today and tomorrow off of work. I decided rest is for the weak. No, that's not my message. Please rest. I feel like I've been resting a lot from writing, so I want to crank that soldier boy. So today and tomorrow I am gonna do a writing retreat at home, just here in my little home. Oh, I should make a goal. That'd be good. I scheduled out the day, but I didn't schedule like a word count goal. Let's say a low goal of 5,000 words. That's the low goal. Okay. First, I'm gonna go on a run this morning. I bought a bike yesterday, so I've been doing the bike because I'm going for a triathlon. That's what the goal is here in August. You're gonna be sick of me talking about this thing. I had some protein pancakes this morning. I am becoming a gym bro, aren't I? Before your very eyes. Oh, do you wanna see the running fit? They're getting cuter now. Because in the winter, I just had to wear all these layers. But now I'm in this cute little running fit. Fashion who? Running is so horrible. Can you see it? It's actually lying because it says that I ran the whole time, but I didn't. I'm so red also. I look really bad. Okay. Now I'm gonna write. Okay, it's funny. She's asking, do you come here often? And I'm like, oh, that's so basic. I literally went on a date with someone, and the first thing they asked me, I picked the location, and they were like, do you come here often? And I was like, do people actually say that? Apparently, yes. I was like, what a way to start a conversation. I thought I'd update you because it's 3 o'clock already. So I was gonna do a 90-minute sprint to start us off. That's what I planned multiple times. And then I decided, you know what? No, I'm gonna do 45 minutes to ease myself in, you know? So I did 45 minutes. Don't know how much I wrote. It was good though. I felt like I think last video I was talking about struggling with this scene because everybody has to be flirting with each other, and there's a lot of layers. It's not just the flirting, although I do feel like they're getting to a good point with that. It's like they both have things they're not saying, and it impacts the way they talk to each other. So they have to be not saying what they're not saying what they're saying, and what they're saying has to be flirting without saying what they're not saying. Do you know what I mean? You don't, because it doesn't make sense, but that's what's happening. I'm still on chapter 10. Okay, and then I rode my bike to a coffee shop, and I wrote for probably another 45 minutes there, but it was a coffee shop. I'm very close to being done with chapter 10, but at this point in the day, I'd hope to be on like chapter 12, but it's fine. Then I had a little bit of work to do, took a shower, because I've ran and biked today. Triathlete who? I need to go to the grocery store for pickles and Diet Coke and Greek yogurt. I need them desperately. So I'm gonna run and grab that. But this scene is very like, when I can list on my, I can count on one hand the amount of scenes in this book that I was stressed about, and this is one of them, and it's also very pivotal to get right. But this was honestly the scene I was the most stressed about, so I'm okay spending a little bit more time just working on that. So my plan is to be back here by 3:30, and then do a full 90-minute sprint. That will probably take me to like 5. 90 minutes is a long time. So I'm hopeful that I could get part of chapter 10 or the rest of chapter 10 and all of chapter 11. And then tonight on the stream do chapter 12. That's my current goal and plan and wish and hope. I have been smashing my protein goals. Jim Bro who? I'm at 128 grams. Are you impressed? I don't really understand it, but I'm gonna try. Also, they say that writing makes you hungry. I don't know if we all just made that up collectively, but I support it. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I am really happy. I'm really happy with where that scene is. When I wrote it the first time, I don't think I had quite enough knowledge to write it. One of my coworkers was actually on a date in the coffee shop where I was, and so I was like low-key like stalking the date. Which I just thought was funny that I was writing a first date scene while attending a first date. And part of this channel that I've come to love is just shamelessly sharing the outfits in which I enter public spaces in, thinking that no one can see me. I was just wearing the sweatpants and the sweatshirt. Then I was like, oh, gotta go outside, sunglasses. And then I was like, oh, my hair's wet. And I'm like, handkerchief, whatever these are. They use them on Survivor. And I was like, this look is such a bizarre thing to walk into a grocery store wearing. Like these sweatpants I got my sophomore year of high school. And the sunglasses are just so classy. Or Fashion Nova-ly. And here's the problem. Not only do I have to face everyone in the grocery store, I also have to face all these construction men. I know I said I was gonna try to do 90 minutes, which I don't know if that's ever gonna happen for me one day. I'm like 30 minutes in. I'm getting tired and I wanna have some energy for the live stream. And there's no rush. There's no rush. There's no rush. So, I'm gonna vibe it out. Hi, it's Friday and I just wanted to check in, let you know how yesterday ended up. Thank you to anybody who came to the stream. That was awesome, just to write with you all. I ended up finishing, it probably ended up being around 5,000 words yesterday, 4 or 5. Like I was like a paragraph into chapter 10 the day before, so all of chapter 10, and I'm about 1,000 words into chapter 11, which I'm happy with that. I'm fine with the pace I'm at. I know at one point I had talked about finishing the draft by the end of May, which is not impossible, but it's also, it's just a date to have in my head. I like having a date in my head. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna finish it by then. But that was definitely a good push. I just hadn't worked on it for a long time in one sitting in a while, so it was nice to just sit down and focus on writing for the day. It's Friday, it's like 2 now. I had kind of planned on today being a day like that as well, but it just didn't end up that way. It's been a busy couple weeks, so I'm fine to just take things slower and have a more realistic pace so I don't burn out. Okay, also, I'm starting a new series called Alyssa Learns How to Do a Single French Braid. I do a lot of double French braids or Dutch braids, but I really want to be able to do a single French braid. And I know that the front is bad. So this is the benchmark, okay? I'm gonna do these every time and they're gonna get better. So this is the back. I don't know what that looks like, but I think the back is relatively fine. It's looser than I'd like it to be. But I think that's where I'm gonna leave you for today. Keep an eye out for future live streams, probably in the morning, and more writing vlogs to come. I'm hoping to just slow and steady Thomas the Train this thing. I think I was reflecting a little bit, and I think the reason I was getting so gung-ho about making a schedule and finishing this really quickly and making sure that it's done by May is because I was unhappy with how querying has been going, because it's just very disheartening. And so then I reverted back to this attitude of like, I have to finish the next one soon so that I can get that one if this one's not gonna work. But I've already been doing the work to get me to the next place. Because I think oftentimes the motivation for me, or like this push that gets me to do things super crazy fast, is this idea like I'm not doing enough to get where I want to be. And I think it's just a good reminder sometimes to remind yourself like, no, I've been doing the work to make myself into the writer I want to be for years. For sure the last year I've been consistent, and not that you need to be consistent to be good. I have been growing and I have been writing good things and I have been making progress. And so I don't need to like prove to myself that I need to make progress, because I already know that I can do that and I'm already doing it and I don't need to rush. Don't know if that made sense. That's just kind of how I'm feeling. I feel like it's in a similar vein to what I was talking about a couple of videos ago, but it was good to push. I like to do that. I really do like this book. I think if I liked this book any less, transferring over the dictation would be really hard, because when I'm in it, it's fine, but like going into it, I just like organizing the blocks of text is a lot sometimes, and it gets really overwhelming. Like if I look beyond the next paragraph, I get really overwhelmed trying to figure out what even happens in the chapter, but it's going well. I'm almost at the midpoint, I think. Yeah, oh yeah, okay. Oh, I like that scene. Chapter 13 and 14. Oh, I forgot about that. And 15 and 16 is the midpoint. And I'm on chapter 11. So once I get to chapter 13, I'll be at the midpoint, which feels good. But then I'll be in Act 2, Part 2. We all know how that goes. I feel like this is giving like that guy from, from The Incredibles. Like I need the braid to start here, you know? Oh, okay, wait, comment down below, like a palm tree, some sort of desert. Surprise me for retreat, vacation. Bye.